The key to success is not in doing many things at once, but in doing one thing for a long time. Hi, welcome to the Self Up. This time, I want to talk about the book The One Thing by Gary Keller. This book is about how focusing on one thing is the simple secret behind big results. By focusing your energy on one thing at a time, you can focus on the things you want in life, such as building your career, losing weight, and strengthen your relationships with your loved ones. Ask yourself, what do I need to do now to make everything else easier? I summarized it into 3 highlights of this book. First, why should we focus on just one thing? Before J.K. Rowling wrote a single page of the Harry Potter books, she already had a vision for a 7-part series. It all starts with a big thought. Then you need to focus on one thing to achieve it. This small thing will help you accomplish many things in a day. The secret of a productive person is to start everything with a goal and use it as a compass. The goal will be a guide in determining the priorities of what he should do in life. One thing that is done consistently can produce an extraordinary domino effect. This is what many people call the domino effect. In Leeuwarden, Netherlands, on November 13, 2009, Weyer's domino production broke the record for falling dominoes by arranging 4,491,863 dominoes. With one touch, the dominoes generated 94,000 joules of energy, equivalent to a man doing 545 push-ups. This proves, when one thing is in the right direction, it will produce extraordinary energy. That's not all. In 1983, Professor Lorne Whitehead discovered that one domino can knock over another domino that is 50% larger. This is what happens when we focus on one thing. The domino effect will slowly get bigger and bigger, until finally it is able to produce something extraordinary. Bill Gates is an example of success when you focus on one thing. When he was in school, Bill's passion was computers. This led him to explore one skill, namely computer programming. Then, Bill got a job in computer programming. This job made Bill able to found a company called Microsoft. Until finally Bill became the richest man in the world for 15 consecutive years. All this because Bill focused on one thing that was his priority. The same thing is also done by the founder of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg. Every year from 2009 to 2019, Mark always writes down one resolution what he will do in a year. In 2009, Mark had a resolution to wear a tie every day. That was his priority for the year. For information, 2008 was a tough financial crisis in the United States. Mark's resolution was to show that he was serious in developing Facebook by wearing a tie every day and changing his initial look of t-shirt and jeans. Not just about clothes. In 2010, Mark had a resolution to learn Mandarin, so that he could communicate with the family of his girlfriend who became his wife now, Priscilla Chen. Not only that, Mark's language skills are also a strategic plus for developing Facebook in China. Mark's ability to focus makes his resolutions come true, because he knows what priorities to do. Second, prioritize your life. Not everything is of equal importance. When life gets busy, we tend to make quick and often dangerous decisions. The key is not to do fewer things, but to do the most important things. Use this thinking to prioritize your life. Many people think that if you do more things at once, you'll earn more. It turns out that this is not correct. Multitasking actually makes work slower and increases stress levels because you have to move from one thing to another. Research has also found that employees who are interrupted every 11 minutes will spend a third of the entire day getting back to work optimally. Great success happens sequentially, not simultaneously. What starts as a small success that you do every day, over time will result in extraordinary success. Just like this, if you see a person who has extensive knowledge, that person gets his knowledge not in a day or two, but based on learning for a long time. Another example, if you see an experienced person, that person must have practiced for years. Similarly, when you see someone who has a lot of money, that person accumulated it over time. The key here is over time, because success is made sequentially and one thing at a time. Third, ask the right questions. An answer comes from a question, and the quality of the answer is decided by the quality of the question. If we ask the wrong question, we will get the wrong answer. There was a moment when Gary realized that life is a question and how we live is the answer. How we ask questions about life will dictate the answers that become our lives now. The right question is not only to talk about the big things like what I want to be in 5 years, but also to focus on the small things like what I need to do so that I can be financially free in 5 years. It's the same when we ask, what is the one thing I can do to make everything else in my life easier? This question will give us clarity about our priorities in life, and eventually lead to great results. The last thing that I think is important is about work and personal life. Gary emphasized not to sacrifice your personal life for work. There's an interesting illustration by author James Patterson. Imagine life as a game where you are juggling 5 balls. Each ball represents work, family, health, friends, and integrity. As a juggler, you have to keep all these things moving. But one day you realize that the ball that represents work is a rubber ball. If it falls, it will bounce back. The other 4 balls are made of glass. If you drop one of them, it might crack or even break. This is a dilemma that you probably face every day. For example, when you're busy working, you lose time to meet your loved ones, celebrate your child's first birthday, and more. If our personal life is a shambles, how can we focus on working professionally? So, what should we do? Gary emphasizes the importance of prioritizing something in your work. Do the most important things, and the others can be reduced, eliminated, or delegated to someone else. Successful people have very focused priorities in life. When they focus on one thing, then over time, they will produce extraordinary results. Please comment in the comments column what lessons you learned when you read this book. If you'd like to read the full book, click the link in the description or the pinned comment. Thank you for your support in growing this channel. If there are any other books you'd like me to review, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Self Up YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.